Hi guys, so today I'm here to talk to you about characters, which is something that I have discussed before. Um, Characters to me are the most important part of a book. I mean, you can have the most fascinating, riveting plot, but if you have characters that people don't like or don't connect with, don't find interesting, things just kind of fall flat. And it's something that it's just something that's always very important to me, and I try to make my characters as interesting and diverse as I can. And yeah, I definitely have done that for my most recent book, The Devil Smooth Like Honey. Hernandez, definitely a character. But in my last book, so was Diego and Jolene. All my characters are very interesting. They have their own little quirks. They have their own way of looking at the world. And the way, it's almost the point that if they're in a situation, I know how they're going to react just because of the kind of characters they are, just like people in your own life. You know, if people in your own life are in specific situations, you know how they're going to react. I mean, people close to you, obviously, not the stranger down the street. I mean, somebody you know well, you're like, oh God, this person's going to freak. Anyway, same thing with characters. And the best way to learn about characters is to really study, it's to a degree, study people. And not in the creepy kind of sitting in a coffee shop all day watching people kind of way. That's just weird. But I mean, just in day-to-day life, just observe people, how they react, their body language, how their facial expressions change, the kind of clothes they wear on certain days, depending on their mood, perhaps. There's so many little things about body language and how people act that's really telling sometimes. And, one of the best ways for me personally has been from watching television series, various television series, where I really like the characters. And if I'm really drawn to a character and there's something about them that really grabs me that I want to keep watching, I kind of question, what is it about that character? What makes me want to keep watching them? Why do I like them? Even if they're like a real asshole and I can't stop watching. Why is that? What is it about that? These are the kind of questions I ask myself when I see a character in television that really stands out. And this is something that I really put into my writing process too. This kind of things that I think about when I'm creating characters. Not that I really create them in the sense I sit down like, okay, this character's going to look like this, and this is going to be his backstory. Like, I don't do that. All this kind of comes up as I write. They create themselves. You can't make them. You can't just say, he's going to be this tall, and he's going to talk like this, and he's going to have this opinion, and he's going to be very subtle, and he's going to, like, you just don't do that. I mean, to a degree you can. For the most part, they tell you who they are. It's kind of like having children. Not that I have, but if you have a child and you try to decide their whole future and what kind of person they're going to be, they're probably not going to be that kind of person. Same thing with characters. You just can't tell them. They have minds of their own. Minds of their own, I should say. Anyway, yeah, so in some of my favorite TV series, like Ray Donovan, love that show. Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, all these shows have very distinct characters in it, and I will watch them carefully and think, why do I like this character so much? Or if it's, say, a woman lead character, I should say, is she strong? What makes her strong? What makes her so appealing? I really watch what their actions, their body language. These are very important things, I feel, and that, like I said before, what stands out to you, if it stands out to you, there's a reason. And if you're writing about characters, that's something you should keep in mind. What appeals to you? Do you have a favorite character in one of your shows that you watch, or a book? I know I keep talking TV shows, but I'll have to be honest. I try to write my books like a series that I would watch on Netflix or whatever, HBO. And that's kind of how I see my books. I don't compare them to other books. I don't think, well, if I was writing a book kind of like this, I don't think like that. I think, if this was a TV series, what would make it move faster? What would be more appealing? What would I like to see? I visualize it. It's very real to me. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of got off topic there. Characters, so important. If you're a writer and you don't take the time to get to know your characters and really display their good side, their bad side, you're kind of missing out because that's half the adventure. Anyway, that's my thoughts. What about you? Do you have a favorite character in a book? Do you have a favorite character in a television show? I know a few of you who are my friends. I know there's certain characters they absolutely love. And there's a reason. And you just got to look at that. And if you're writing, that's very important to make those characters stand out. The more they stand out, it brings so much to your book. Anyway, that is all I have to say for today. If you have an idea for a future video, let me know. I would love to hear them. Thank you guys. Have a great day.